Hello children, welcome to my channel Awesome Learning, and today's topic is cardiac cycle. Let's begin with the NCERT now. Children, just to start with, you can see here that all the four chambers of heart, now please pay attention, all the four chambers of heart are in relaxed state. So we will start from the relaxation state. Okay, now just imagine or just think that your heart is presently in a relaxed state. All the four chambers, two auricles and two ventricles, both of them are in relaxed state. That means they are showing joint diastole. Now children, write down with a pencil here, diastole means relaxation. Diastole means relaxation. So why we are writing joint diastole? Because presently at in this time auricles and ventricles both are relaxed. So we will start from this state of heart. Okay. Now what happens when both of them are showing joint diastole and tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open? Okay, so your heart, what is the situation of heart presently? All the four chambers are relaxed, both the valves are open. From here we will start. Now what happens? Blood from pulmonary vein and vena cava. Now children, where is the pulmonary vein? Pulmonary vein is the opening of left auricle. If you go to the heart diagram, you see pulmonary. Let me show you. See, now pulmonary vein is the opening of left auricle and vena cava is the opening of right auricle. Vena cava is the branch of right auricle and pulmonary vein is the branch of left auricle. So here it is not visible here. It is at the back side. So it is a branch of left auricle. So both the branches will bring in blood. Okay, both the branches are bringing in blood. And where are they pouring the blood? Pulmonary vein. Mark my words and go to the diagram that I had taught you. Okay, so pulmonary vein will put its blood into the left auricle and vena cava will pour its blood into the right auricle, and from the auricles blood will move to their respective ventricles, right? So this is what they have written here. See what they have written. Blood from pulmonary vein and vena cava flows into the left and right ventricle respectively through the left and right arteria. That means blood from these branches will first fill the arteria, then from the arteria they will move to their respective ventricles. This is what they want to say. Now at this point of time, when this is going on, the semilunar valves are closed. Okay, so what is the situation? I am repeating once again, children. The situation is the heart, all the four chambers of the heart are relaxed. Both the tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open, but the semilunar valves are closed. Now in this situation, blood from the respective branches of vena cava and pulmonary veins, first they will fill their respective auricles, and then from those respective auricles they will move on to their respective ventricles through tricuspid and bicuspid valves. This is the scenario, or this is the situation. I hope I am clear. Now, at this point of time, when all this is going on, the heart is still in the relaxed state. Now, what happens? SAN, that is the pacemaker, will generate an action potential. So presently the heart was in diastole, but now the SAN has generated an action potential, and due to that action potential a stimulus is given, and both the arteria now they undergo simultaneous contraction, that is arterial systole. So you also write here with the pencil, systole means contraction. So what happens when the heart was at the diastole stage, and when the ventricles are now filled with the respective blood, left ventricle is filled with the oxygenated blood and right ventricle is filled with the deoxygenated blood. At this point of time, SAN will generate an action potential, and due to that action potential or due to the stimulus, the arteries, only the arteria, okay, only the auricles, you can say auricles or arteria, they will undergo contraction, but simultaneous contraction. What do you mean by simultaneous contraction? It means that right auricle and left auricle will contract together simultaneously. So this is called arterial systole. Why are we calling it arterial systole? Because at this point of time only arteries are getting contracted, auricles are getting contracted. So due to the contraction of the auricles, what will happen? This increases the flow of blood. The blood was already entering the ventricles, right? We started from here na, that the blood is entering the ventricles. So the blood was already moving into the ventricles, but because of the contraction of the auricles, the movement of the blood or the flow of the blood is increased into the ventricles. How much it has increased? 30% more flow is there now. Earlier also there was flow. The ventricles were getting filled up, but because of the contraction of the auricles, the percentage of the flow of blood has increased by 30%. And then what happens? The action potential is also conducted. Now children, remember that stimulus is always passed on. The stimulus is passed on. Who generated or who started it? It was SAN. But after giving the action potential to the auricles, this stimulus will again now be passed on or conducted to the ventricular side, and who will do that passing on? AVN and AV bundles, from where the bundle of His transmit it to the entire ventricle musculature. So because you have studied and you have seen how the bundle of His and AV bundles spread out in whole of the ventricular musculature, so the conduction or the action potential will also be conducted, and this action potential will reach out to whole of the ventricular musculature. Now when the action has reached the ventricular musculature, what will happen? The ventricles will contract. That means now it is ventricular systole. Right? Now when this is going on, when ventricles are getting contracted, the auricles have undergone the contraction and now they are relaxed. So that means now they are in diastole. So when ventricles are showing systole, auricles are in diastole. So coinciding with the ventricular systole, that means they will go side by side. What are they trying to say? That when ventricles are showing systole, say simultaneously auricles will show diastole. So ventricular systole increases ventricular pressure. Now just imagine children, semilunar valves are closed and ventricles are full of blood. Okay, ventricles are full of blood, and tricuspid and bicuspid valves have also closed now. They are also closed now. Now you just imagine there is a room. Just imagine a ventricle to be a room which is closed from all the sides sides and it is full of blood. So what will happen? The pressure inside the ventricles will increase, and due to that pressure the flaps of tricuspid and bicuspid valves will close the valves and prevent the backflow of the blood into the arteria or the auricles. Now, because it is closed from all the sides, the ventricular pressure is increasing further, right? But why is ventricular pressure increasing? Because there are so many factors. First, though, semilunar valves were closed and the blood entered the ventricle. Then, because ventricles are also getting contracted, so the area or the volume is reduced, because of that also the pressure increased, and now the tricuspid and bicuspid valves are also closed, so now the pressure will increase further. So what happens? The semilunar valves which were present on the pulmonary artery, which is on the right side, and aorta on the left side, due to this pressure, due to the ventricular pressure, the semilunar valves are forced to open. They are forced to open. Now the blood has got only one opening. So what will happen? The blood will flow into these vessels, into the circulatory pathway. So now the ventricles are relaxed. So contraction has been done. Now the blood is moving into the respective vessel. From the right side, the blood will move into the pulmonary artery, and on the left side, the blood will move into the aorta. And due to this, the pressure reduces, and now the ventricles are relaxed. That means they are showing ventricular diastole, and the ventricular pressure is also falling down because the pressure is falling down. Now the semilunar valves will close. So remember, semilunar valves will open only when the ventricular pressures are high. As the ventricular pressure falls, the semilunar valves also close and prevent the backflow of the blood into the ventricles. Now, as the ventricular pressure declines further, the tricuspid and the bicuspid valves which were closed, they will be now open by the pressure in the arteria exerted by the blood which is being emptied into them by the veins. Now, because ventricles are relaxed, but auricles are now full of blood. This is a cycle, you understand? This is a cycle. So now ventricles are empty, but the auricles are full of blood, and because of the pressure in the auricles, the tricuspid and bicuspid valves will get open. Okay, and again the same cycle will get repeated. Okay, so the blood moves once again freely into the ventricles. So the ventricles and arteria are now again into the relaxed joint diastole stage as earlier. So we started from here, remember, we started from joint diastole state and we have again reached the same state. So that means one single cycle is complete, and this is called cardiac cycle. Okay, soon the SAN generates a new action potential. Now SAN will generate another action potential, and the event will be repeated again as we have described just above. Now we did it, and this sequential event in the heart which is cyclically repeated is called cardiac cycle, and it consists of systole and diastole of both the arteria and the ventricles. And we all have discussed it earlier also, that heart beats 72 times per minute, that is many cardiac cycles are performed in 1 minute. How many cardiac cycles are performed? 72 times it is beating, right? So from this we could be deduced that duration of cardiac cycle is how much? 0.8 seconds. 72 times 1 minute, na? And 1 minute has how many seconds? 60 seconds. So just divide it, 60 upon 72. What will you get? 0. So one cardiac cycle is taking how much time? 0.8 seconds. So during a cardiac cycle, each ventricle pumps out how much blood? Only ventricle. See, how much blood is pumped out by ventricle? 70 ml of blood. which is called stroke volume. You have to underline this. What is stroke volume? The volume of blood pumped out by ventricle in a cardiac cycle. And how much it is? It is 70 ml. This is called stroke volume. And the stroke volume multiplied by the heart rate. Now suppose the heart rate is 72. So just multiply 72 into 70. Okay, because in one cardiac cycle 70 ml is given out. So in 72 times how many ml is given out? That is our cardiac output. That is our cardiac output. Therefore, the cardiac output can be defined as the volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle per minute. And how much it should be in an average healthy person? 5000 ml, or the 5 liters in a healthy individual. So the body has the ability to alter the stroke volume as well as the heart rate, and thereby the cardiac output. For example, cardiac output of an athlete when athlete is running or doing some exercise is much higher than that of an ordinary woman or a man, right? So this can be different. The cardiac output can be different in every person according to the activity done. Okay, so this is about cardiac output. And one another paragraph here is, during each cardiac cycle two prominent sounds are produced which can be easily heard through a stethoscope. You have seen doctors putting a stethoscope in their ear and putting the what we call it as the instrument on the patient's heart, and he tries to listen to the sound. Now what is he listening? What is he listening to the sound? He is actually listening the closure or opening of the valves. The first heart sound is lub, which is associated with the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. And the second heart sound is dub, which is associated with the closure of semilunar valves. Jo dhak dhak people call na dhak dhak. So first sound is lub, and that sound is due to the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. And the second sound is dub, and that is due to the closure of semilunar valves. So these sounds are of clinical diagnostic significance. So when doctor tries to listen to these sounds, he analyzes that heart is working properly because the valves are getting closed according to the heart rate or the heartbeat. So I hope you have understood the cardiac cycle. You can see here in see phases: joint diastole, arterial systole, ventricular systole. So we will start with joint diastole when all the four chambers are relaxed state. Then after that arteries will contract, that is auricles will contract, and then ventricles will contract, and then both of them will come again to the relaxation phase, that is called joint diastole. See, it is relaxed state, all the heart chambers when tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open, but pulmonary vein and vena cava flows into left and right ventricles respectively through their auricles, and semilunar valves are closed at this stage, right? Then SAN will generate an action potential. As a result, both arteria will contract, and it is called arterial systole. And the increase of the blood, already the blood was moving in the ventricles, but due to the contraction of the auricles, the blood flow will increase to 30%. I have already told you. Then action potential from the SAN will be now moved on or will be conducted to the AVN, then from the AVN to AV bundle, and from AV bundle to bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. That means all the ventricles, action has reached the ventricles now, and ventricle systole will occur, that is ventricles will contract. During this stage auricles have now become relaxed. Okay, the auricles are now relaxed and ventricles are in contraction. So due to which the pressure inside builds up, and due to this, and semilunar valves are already closed, and due to this pressure building up, the tricuspid and bicuspid valves will also close. So now the pressure will increase more, Okay, and due to that increased pressure, semilunar valves will open, and because see here they will show you semilunar valves will open, and now the movement will be into the respective uh, pathways, circulatory pathways, that is into the pulmonary artery and the aorta. So this is about the cardiac cycle, and all these I have already discussed it with you. You can see stroke volume also, I told you volume of blood per cycle. Okay, that is called the stroke volume. And if you want to calculate the output, cardiac output, just divide the multiply the stroke volume with the number of beats in a minute. So you will get what? You will get the cardiac output. Okay, and then we come to the heart sound. Lub dub. Lub sound is due to the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves, and dub sound is due to the closure of semilunar valves. So a lub and a dub will give one heartbeat. Okay, so this is about cardiac cycle.